Hello everyone. In my previous video, I have explained what is the meaning of growth and how a business organization can grow. It can grow either internally or externally. So, the methods of external expansion is franchising and merger and acquisition. So, franchising we have already done in the previous video. In this video, we'll do merger and acquisition. Okay. See, merger and acquisition, it accelerates the growth of the business. It can expand, it helps in expansion of business externally. Okay. And like we have seen earlier, that internal expansion can be done by purchasing of more of machineries or then purchasing a better machinery or new technology. So these are the ways by which a firm can expand internally. But when the firm wants to expand externally, it can either go for franchising, that is giving the rights to a retailer to sell the products, manufacture the product and use uh, the name and the trademark of the company, brand of the company. So that was franchising. In merger and acquisition, uh, the business growth is accelerated and it helps in external expansion. How? See, any kind of business, any size of business can flourish, can grow, expand by merging with another company. Okay. So merger is combination of two companies into a larger company. That means two company can come together, can join together, and they can form a big company, a larger company, and this is what is expansion actually. So there are two concepts, consolidation and merger. So consolidation is when when the firms are of very small size, and what they do, they merge together and a new firm is created, a new organization is started, new firm is created, and both the small firms, they get the shares of that particular company, new company, the larger company. So that is consolidation. And second one is the merger is there when two firms are they differ significantly by size. Okay, then it is merger. Now merger can take place in two forms. Okay, first one is amalgamation and second one is absorption. So in amalgamation, two companies, they combine together and a new company is formed. Means both the two company which are combining together, they lost their identity and a new company comes into existence. So you can see X company plus Y company, these two companies are merging together and a new company, that is a Z company, comes into existence. So this is amalgamation. Second one is absorption. Absorption is when one entity gets absorbed into another. Okay, means one company is absorbing the another company, and the only one company exists. One company is absorbed by the another one. Like X plus Y is equal to X company. That means Y company is losing its identity and X company is doing what? X company is absorbing Y company. Okay. So these are the two forms in which merger can take place. First is amalgamation and second one is absorption. Now there are five types of mergers. Okay. First is conglomerate merger, then vertical merger, product extension, horizontal and market extension. These are the five types of mergers. Starting with the first one. When two business enterprise, two entity, they are working or they are involved in totally unrelated business activities. Their business is not related to each other, and then they are merging. Then it is called conglomerate merger. So in this we have two types. Pure conglomerate merger where there is nothing in common. Both the enterprise are doing totally different business and they are merging together. Like for example, a shoe manufacturing company is merging with a soft drink company, a company which is manufacturing soft drink. So there is nothing in common. but then also they are merging together, so that is pure conglomerate merger. Second is mixed one. What happens in mixed? The firm that are looking for product extension and market extension, they combine together. Like example is Walt Disney Company, it merged with, it is having a merger with American Broadcasting Company. So both these companies, they are merging together because they are looking for market extension, for product extension. So this is the first type, conglomerate. Second comes horizontal merger. In this, two companies, they merge together and they are manufacturing the same product. Okay, they are working in the same space, operating in the same market, they are having the same product. For example, Coca-Cola is merging with Pepsi beverages. Okay, so this is horizontal merger. These two companies are competitors and they are merging together. So this is second one. Then comes the third one, market extension merger. In this market extension merger, what happens? Two companies, they merge together. They are selling the same product but in different market. Means suppose a product is same product, one company is selling in the northern area and the same product another company is selling in southern India. So these two companies will merge together to get access to bigger market. That means their market will expand. Earlier they were selling in a particular region. Now when they merge together, their products are same. So now their market is bigger. Okay, and they have a very broad client base now. So that is market extension merger. The main motive of this merger is uh, to extend their market, to have access to bigger market. Then the fourth one is product extension merger. In this, those two business organizations, they merge, which are producing related goods. Like there was a merger between Mobilink Telecom and Broadcom. Now Mobilink Telecom, they were in product, they were manufacturing or designing the product which was meant for mobile handset, and Broadcom was manufacturing Bluetooth personal area, that network hardware system. So both these products were related. They were related to mobile phones. So they merged together. So that is product extension merger. Now why this type of merger is there? Because they want to earn more of profits. So related product, they merge together. Like suppose a textile industry which is manufacturing clothes or apparels. Now they are merging with um, what to a company manufacturing accessories. Now the textile industry can merge with a company manufacturing accessories, so that is product extension merger. Then comes vertical merger. In vertical merger, there are two companies which are operating at different levels in the supply chain, which means the final product is the same, but they are manufacturing the products which is used in manufacturing that final product. Now what they will do, they will merge together so that that synergy of created by merging firms will help them in operating more efficiently, which means now they will earn profits and they will help each other. Means what? This is a merger between two companies producing different goods, but which is used in manufacturing of one specific finished product. Okay, so this was the last type of merger, that is vertical merger. Next is acquisitions. In common language, you can say acquisition means takeover. Takeover is what? Buying of one company by the another. That means if one company is buying the another company, how they will pay? They will pay either by cash or by the stock of the of the new company, or by the stock of the acquiring company, or they can have a combination of these two. So it is enveloping in itself a range of acquisition transaction. Means acquisition is just buying of the other company, buying the company, the target company, and taking the ownership of that particular company. So this can be done by acquisition of control or acquisition of tangible assets, intangible assets, rights, and other kind of obligation. So this is what acquisition is. Then we have different types of acquisitions. Now the first type of acquisition is friendly acquisition. As the name suggests, in this, both the companies, they approve the acquisition under friendly terms. That means there is no force applied, and the entire process is on very cordial. That means both the company agree on the terms and conditions, and then acquisition is done. Next is reverse acquisition. Reverse acquisition means in here a private company takes over the public company. Okay, so this is reverse because private company is taking over the public company, so it is called reverse acquisition. Next is backflip acquisition. So this is very rare kind of acquisition. Why? Because generally and normally the company which is purchasing the other company becomes the holding company and the other one becomes the subsidiary company. Okay, but here the purchasing company becomes the subsidiary of the purchased company. That means if X company is purchasing Y company, X company becomes the subsidiary of Y company. Okay, so this is backflip acquisition. The last one is hostile acquisition. Now this is just the reverse of friendly acquisition. In friendly, what I said, there is no force applied and the entire process is on the basis of the consent of both the companies. There is the relationship is very cordial and all the terms and conditions are approved. Okay, here in hostile, force is applied. That means the company which is being bought by the other company, they have no other option than selling their company to the other company, and the bigger company, they just buy off all its shares. Okay, and then they come in majority and they initiate the acquisition, means they take over the business of the smaller company. So this is hostile acquisition. So these are the four types of acquisition which I have explained, and in my next video I'll explain the reason why this merger and acquisitions are done, what are the steps in acquisitions, and uh, there are failure also in this merger and acquisition. So why merger and mergers and acquisitions actually fails. Okay, so we'll discuss this in our next video.